Alrighty guys, this one's going to be another kind of simple video for you guys. I'm not trying to keep these, get these things too long or anything, trying to keep them pretty short and sweet to the point. Today, as you can tell in the title, we're going to be building a little makeshift Sandblaster. I'm not going to take credit for, coming up with this idea or anything like that. I've seen it on YouTube. Lund MX is like my go-to YouTube channel for two strokes. He big dirt bike guy. Vasily Builds, also another one, but go follow them. They're awesome. They know a lot more than I do. But on the Sandblaster, Lund MX built one of these guys, and it's super simple. This is all you need. So we have a cheap little blowgun from Harbor Freight. Kid you not, this is $4. We got just some quick connectors, like $6. Teflon tape, hose, hot glue gun, bottle of Mountain Dew, and a air compressor. So essentially what you do is you take one of these spouts and you notch a little V into it. You then drill a hole through your bottle. You empty it full of Mountain Dew, fill it full of sand, flip it upside down, and then it's just gravity fed sand into your tube. As you pull the little trigger, shoots your sand and air mixture out. Obviously you need a hose, obviously need some fittings, Teflon tape. The hot glue gun is going to be to seal the, let's call this a needle, to seal the needle around the bottle so you don't have any air leaks or anything. And then you don't want to drill through the cap because obviously this isn't a one-time use. You're going to want to be able to unscrew and screw back on the cap to fill it full of sand. So just right in the neck of it. I drink a bunch of Mountain Dew, so I figured why not make that mine. So at that point you can just grab some sand that's laying around, fill up your bottle, spray what you need to spray. If it's coming out not doing what you need to do it, grab a little bit more coarse sand, and you're good to go. So takes a long time, super ghetto like I said, but it works for on the cheap end. So literally the tools to make the Sandblaster part, $15 max. And everybody needs an air compressor. I needed one for other projects. So I'll kick you guys on a time lapse because I get this all opened, all put together, and we'll take it from there. Alrighty guys, so here we're at. So what we did was we grabbed the air gun and we drilled a little hole into it. Okay, not the cleanest, but I mean it works. Okay. So you don't want to go too far to where like it's weak and it can like bend and fall off if there's any pressure out here. I mean, don't be adding pressure out there. But what I did is it got this little like carbide burr tip, and it did the trick. Thinking use an angle grinder with like a cutoff disc, but then I saw that tool and I was like, hey, that's a better tool for the job. So that's what we're going with. We do have to run to the store really quickly. The kit I got from Harbor Freight for quick connections gave me a bunch of male quick connections, and the hose was 2 males already. Should have looked at that. So we got that guy, a female quick connector on it. This was the only female quick connector that came with it. So we just threw that there. We might give this a shot, see if we can disconnect this fitting. Yeah, we'll check and see. Maybe I might bite my tongue. Might not have to go anywhere at all. But yeah, hopefully I can get this guy onto the end of the hose. Get one of these guys onto here. That way we can plug in, get the hose plugged into this, finish my Mountain Dew, hot glue it, this to that, for that, and then go get some dirt and start spraying. So I'm kind of excited, motivated, but we gotta do this right. So yeah, we'll check and see where this gets us. Alrighty guys, you know, I'm just gonna try and be as authentic as possible on this channel, and with it, you know, I'm not gonna hide my failures, because you know, if I failed, you don't have to, hopefully. So with this, we got this all set up. We drilled a hole into the Mountain Dew bottle. We're doing some primitive testing before we showed you guys. So drilled the hole, the drill bit shot through both sides. Kind of hard to stop it. The top of this bottle is really thick. The sidewalls, not at all. So hot glued them, patched them, whatever. Went and picked up some dirt, just over there, and it had a bunch of rocks in it. But what it would do is it would essentially clog this hole, and at that point it wouldn't come out the other end. So you had to unclog the hole. Just kind of a hassle. So what we're gonna do is we're actually just gonna go find some actual sand, hopefully no pebbles or nothing in it, and then come back and try this again. Hopefully it works that time. So stay tuned. We just got some sand. We're just below the top of the label. Where I live, there's some like community amenities. So we have this like volleyball court. Sorry about the horribly broken window. And it's got some sand, so snagged a little bottle. Probably have to, you know, figure out where I can buy like a 5-gallon bucket of sand or something similar down the road. So I'm not having to rob the volleyball court every time I'm wanting to, you know, clean something off. So yeah, I got that all picked up. We're gonna go give this a shot. It did have some pebbles in it. So we'll check and see if it clears. I have an idea of like maybe a little mesh filter if it's not, just so it will not clog while we're trying to use it. And I already could tell that the actual like working surface that this will give me, also I have super squeaky brakes, sorry guys. The working surface that this will give me is probably gonna be like half a square inch per shot. So definitely not the most efficient Sandblaster by any means, but you know, 15 bucks, it works. Down the road we might upgrade and get something bigger, better, you know, we'll see. But for now, we'll run with this, see where it gets us, and yeah, it's fun, keep me entertained. Yeah. Alrighty guys, so this is what we're working with. This is super tipsy, but I'll try and see if we can get this in the shot, that way you guys can see what I'm seeing. So definitely clogging. So still definitely need a filter for it. I feel like a lot of this might have been really moist. So as you can see right now, it's clogged. So anything, sorry, the compressor just came on, anything that big or larger clogs it, so do have to come up with a way of filtering that. Alrighty, so this is the thought process of filtering that stuff out. Just a little bit of mesh. And what we'll do is we will figure out a kind of a tray to catch this all in, and then pour the sand over the mesh, you know, filter it out, take that, throw it back into the bottle, then be able to spray, hopefully get some better results. So show you that process, you know. This is all kind of a learning process, so slowly but surely we'll get this to work. Alrighty guys, so that was annoying to say the least, but not too bad, you know. Trying to cut corners, so like it's going to have some cons to it, but this was the total amount of kind of rocks and pebbles in there, and like it's pretty coarse stuff. I kind of wish I could shoot it, but it would just kind of clog up that gun. So there's kind of a perspective. So quite a bit. I mean, definitely a handful. We still got quite a bit in there. Learned a fun fact. Brake cleaner breaks down ABS, so don't spray it on it. And yeah, we'll put all that back into here somehow. Might use a little funnel or something. And then we'll try spraying again. So catch you shortly. Alrighty, so after that process, we are probably just barely at the bottom of the label. So we lost about half of our sand. But, you know, this is the stuff that's going to be able to shoot. So we'll load up the gun, see how it works, and yeah. Gun works. Not clogged yet. Fingers crossed it won't clog. Probably will though. Okay. We do need some eye protection. That hurt. So one moment, let's go put on some crappy glasses. Alrighty guys, we are back. And we'll do it on this side. You guys can see the dirt and grime there. Kind of see how this works on cleaning that up. Alright, a lot of sand continues to come out once you're done. But, if you look at that, you know, we just cleaned up that in just a matter of like 2 seconds. You know, and it's pretty caked on there. So, it is pretty convenient. Kind of a pain in the butt to filter out the sand, but, you know, we'll keep working on this and bring you guys up to speed once it's done. Alrighty guys, today we're going to be making a homemade sandblasting cabinet. We just finished up the little Sandblaster gun, and it sprays you back in the face just way too much. So that's why they have cabinets. So we're just gonna make a little ghetto cabinet. This costs about $20-30 at Walmart. So we have a big clear bucket or tote, whatever you want to call it. We have a picture frame for the glass. Gonna trash the rest of the picture frame, but we wanted to put some glass up on top, that way we can see. We have a coiled hose, so we can have some hose in there, not taking up a ton of space. We got our fittings, and we got some awesome latex gloves. That will be how we get our hands in there. So we're gonna take some of this pipe from another project. We're gonna cut up a couple of like maybe 1.5 inch rings or so. That way we can have our hand holes. We're gonna glue these to these and then glue them to the bucket. Then we're gonna make another 2 for some air holes. That's what this I'm not sure what this fabric is, but that's what this is. It's kind of porous, I guess, has holes. So gonna make some air holes so that, you know, when we're pulling the trigger and allowing a bunch of air pressure in here, it doesn't just poof. So we want it to go poof out the back. So yeah, kind of get on this. Got some like liquid nails that we'll seal up most of this with, and some other stuff. So bring you along for the ride. It'll probably be mostly time lapse, and then I'll break it down once we're done. Alrighty guys, so we were getting into it and we busted, so we're gonna have to go to Wally World and buy us a new little tote. Yeah, we got the lid over here. That one's coming together decently, so we just coated it in a ton of like liquid nails, sealer, window, something. So yeah, we'll get a new tote. Don't really care much for a 4-inch hole saw, but we might need to get a 4-inch hole saw to be able to cut those right, because this is pretty brittle. Or we might try heating it up with like a heat gun. I'm not sure if it's worth that hassle. We'll see. Alrighty guys, so another day, another plastic tote. The other one's over there, all busted up. So we just went and decided to, we'll just get the right tool. So probably the one and only time I'm going to use a 4-inch hole saw, but we'll use that to make our holes in the sides and in the backs, and got some rubber bands to hold things on. The Mountain Dew bottle was admittedly a little bit flimsy, so I think we're going to go with this body armor. This is drink number 2 of choice when it comes to the bottled beverages. Like the Mountain Dew, but I do enjoy these. So yeah, we'll probably throw you on a time lapse, and we still have the lid. The lid's still over here. So we don't have to redo that guy. That didn't break too bad. But comes with a lid when you buy one, so we're good. Oh yeah, and it cut my finger yesterday. So that was another reason why I don't like that old box. So we're gonna go with this guy. We are going to drill some holes, throw you on a time lapse, hopefully get this guy working, and be able to use it. Alrighty guys, so here it is, the almost so close to being finished product. The last thing we're missing is a quick connect so I can plug the gun into this. So gotta go get some of that, Teflon tape it on, and then we should be set. So this is what we got. So on the back we have some 4-inch pipe hot glued to it. So yeah, hot glue when in doubt, just keep it a coming. We got some glass caulked up to the top, make so we're not gonna get sprayed in the face. We got some gloves, with it. Once again, this is 4-inch tubing, pipe, whatever, hot glued on there. So if the gloves ever fail, I can just put in some new latex gloves. And then we got one of these twisty little cheap Walmart air hoses. Had to drill a hole to slide it through, and then we just grabbed one of our 2-inch holes from yesterday, plugged it up, glued it up, when in doubt, more hot glue. So yeah, this should be working for us. So hopefully that kind of shows you guys how to do it. Definitely not a great how-to video. Not sure how that time lapse showed up, if it's just a bunch of my back and my head, or if you could actually see what I was doing. So yeah, made it work. We will be using this a lot, maybe eventually upgrading it, but this was like 20-30 bucks, even with having to buy a new tote. Still wasn't that bad. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take it easy.